What's up, guys? This is Clive, and I'm playing Prison Architect today. This is my sandbox prison I've been kind of playing around with and learning the game with. I think I've built it fairly well. It's doing pretty good. I've got 98 prisoners at the moment, but up to 106 maximum. Um, I kind of just have been exploring the game. There's still contraband everywhere in my prison. But for this series, at least to start off with, I was thinking I would play through the campaign mode. I kind of checked it out earlier, but I didn't get very far into it. It seems like a tutorial, sort of, but it does have kind of a neat aesthetic to it, and it's got a little bit of a story with it. So yeah, let's check it out. So we'll just go to campaign mode, and I'm just going to start at the beginning here. Like I said, I did do this first part, and I made it to the second part, but I didn't get any further than that. So I'm just going to do this again. That guy's name is Hay. Hornybrook. Why do they have jail cells in the office doors? It's kind of odd to me. They've just got jail cells and everything. We don't like regular doors at this prison. This is a tough one. There is a prisoner incarcerated at this facility who's been convicted of a double murder and sentenced to death. That's where we come in. We've been contracted to construct an execution chamber in time for the guy's big day. This is where I want the new facility to be built. The first step with any project like this is to construct the building itself, with enough space inside to fit an execution room and a holding cell. So let's get started. Construct the new building here. We will also need an entrance to the new execution facility. Build a large jail door into the south wall. Alright, so we'll get started with the foundation here. And I'm just going to speed it up real quick. And then we'll throw a jail door here. Yes, sir. Your workmen are responsible for the construction of buildings. They'll collect the steel and concrete from the storeroom and take it to the construction site. They'll use those raw materials to build the foundations and framework of your new building. This is the slowest part of construction, so you should plan ahead when building new facilities. While we wait, take a look around, use WASD or the arrows to move around, and use the mouse wheel to zoom in and out. Alright then, let's kind of look around a little bit. Sorry if I'm making you sick by zooming in and out. So this is our guy that's getting executed here. Apparently we cannot click him. Well, what about Boyer here? Sentenced to 4 years for violent disorder. Gibbs. Oh wait, we're done. Okay. Inside the building, I want a cell and an execution room. Partition the space by constructing some brick walls. Alright then. Well, let's speed it up again. Now add large jail doors to those dividing walls. You can rotate the object. Yeah. Like I said, I have played this. I think I've put like 10 hours or so into it. It's very addictive once you get started. It's hard to stop playing. I'm going to try to make these videos like 30 minutes to an hour long at the most. But we'll probably break them up into different chapters based on the campaign. After I finish campaign mode, I think I will start trying to do the sandbox stuff. I want to try to get all the achievements on the game. That's kind of my goal here, because I'm an achievement whore. The CEO, that's good, looking good. Well, now we need to designate rooms within those spaces. Designate a cell in a smaller area, then designate execution room in a larger area. Gotcha. Alright, now we gotta put stuff in it, right? New rooms have requirements. Cell needs bed and a toilet. Execution room requires an electric chair. Can't believe they're still using the electric chair. I guess just because it's more visual and it's cool than just sticking a needle in somebody. Speed it up. Where's the toilet? There we go. Alright, CEO. That's the essentials taken care of. There's still a few improvements you can make. It's up to you. These aren't strictly required. Depends on how much you care about your prisoners and their environment. Yeah, we can make the cell nicer with window and bookshelf, and change up the floor tiles. Also make a pathway and a lighting for the outside. We'll probably do that real quick, just to kind of make it look good and show what it looks, show what it is, show the game a little bit better. That's what I'm trying to say. This is the man in question, Edward Romsey, a teacher once, would you believe? It's not our place to decide if he deserves this. The law has made that decision. We're just here to do a job. Once you are satisfied the facility is ready, you can begin the prisoner transfer to his new cell. Simply click on the Polaroid in the cell to initiate the transfer. Alright, well, let's go ahead and make the place a little bit nicer first, just for fun. We'll just add a window in here. We'll throw a couple lights out here. Just give him a bookshelf. Yeah, that's right. And we will make a little path here. I think I'll just go like that. One more row here, just so it looks even. I'm kind of OCD with this kind of stuff. Which is why my sandbox prison that I showed at the beginning of the game is like almost a perfect rectangle, because I can't... That's the way I think. I know it's not a good way to do it, because if there's a fire, then it'll catch the whole building on fire instead of just part of it, you know? But, that's the way I did it when I was learning how to play anyways. Redo the flooring with higher quality materials. I kind of forget about that one. Let's do that too, I guess. Materials. Let's throw some, we'll do like metal flooring in here just because it looks like all Hellraiser-ish. And we'll do like a marble tile in here. And like just a concrete floor in here. Concrete tiles? We'll do concrete tiles. It's gonna look weird because I didn't do the little opening there or there. So let's do marble there as well. And let's speed it up. Alright, so now we got like a pretty decent looking place. Well, not decent, I mean it looks scary, but... Alright, let's go ahead and get them transferred. Yeah? Did I skip it? I might have skipped it. I didn't mean to. Don't shed one tear for this guy. He's a stone-cold killer, guilty as charged. He looks like Commissioner Gordon. He's even confessed. Want to hear his description of what he did? It's juicy stuff. It was around 11 p.m. The lights were already on. I knew she was home. Warning, this is about to get graphic. This is kind of not safe for work. It surprises me like how much they show here, but they don't show any parts. Like, you can pretty much see her entire boob there, but no nipple. I knew I'd catch you two here. Edward, Don't. Just don't. What are you going to do? That's pretty messed up. Again, you can like pretty much see his entire chunk here, but there's no parts. They're like little Barbie dolls. Just it's kind of a weird art style, especially compared to like how cartoony the rest of the game is. To have this kind of weird art style there for the Polaroids. Clear as day, if you ask me. He deserves every volt he's gonna get. All men deserve forgiveness, even him. Are you so sure in yourself that you can deal out such final judgment? Catching your wife with another man is no excuse for what he did. And he went there with a loaded gun, knowing he'd find them together. That's double premeditated murder. He's done nothing but cooperate with the authorities. This state is making an example out of him. If he'd committed his crime 100 miles north, he'd be looking at life imprisonment instead. How is that justice? Do you want a guy like this running free? I'll sleep just fine at night when I know he's gone. Good work so far. However, there is one problem. The execution room isn't functioning yet because it doesn't have any power. We need to connect it to the electrical supply. Probably should have done that before we transferred him. Oh, well, he's still got a cell, I guess, but... we are now viewing the prison in utilities mode, which shows us the electrical wiring layout for the entire prison. Each building in the prison is connected to the power grid by these thick underground electrical cables. Yep, it sure does. The power is provided to the prison by the substation, which draws electricity from the national grid. As you can see, this entire wing of prison cells is without power. All of the lights are out. To fix this problem, we first need to switch into utilities mode to understand why the lights are without power. Because that freaking cable's not long enough. The nearest electrical cable is too far away. Our engineers can't complete the wiring for this area. Extend the electrical cables nearby to cover this wing of the prison. Alright then, let's do it. We'll stretch that just down there, and then we'll just take this down. And I'm just going to go ahead and continue to take it down because it's going to be needed over here as well. We'll just go like this just to make sure that it gets everywhere. Alright, and then let's speed it up. So they're going to put in all the wiring there. Alright, that part's lit up. Yes sir, CEO. I know, we gotta connect that now. Lights are aren't the only thing that needs power. Your new electric chair does too. Use the power cables to connect the execution facility to the power grid. Yep, they're already working on it. The electric chair itself is a special type of electrical item. It requires its own dedicated power line. You need to connect it directly. Yep, they're working on it. Oh, they're already done with it. They were finishing it while you were talking so much. We're almost done. I think we should test the new execution room at least once before we try to use it, though. I'm just going to turn it on for a few seconds, make sure everything's okay. Nope, everything is not okay. Well, that didn't work. Looks like we drew too much power and tripped a circuit breaker in the power station. The whole prison is dark. We're going to need more juice to be able to handle the power spike that the electric chair... I cannot talk. That the electric chair regenerates. Regenerates? Yeah, it regenerates. The zombie chair. First, we need to turn the power back on. This is a two-step process. Switch the power station back on by clicking on it and selecting Switch On in the menu that appears. Then build 3 more capacitors so we have enough power capacity to handle the electric chair. Once you've done that, test the electric chair again by clicking on it and selecting Switch On in the menu. Alright, so turn it back on. Let's get some capacitors up in here. And let's fast forward a little bit. Capacitors. Come on, guys. More capacitors. Alright. Now let's just switch this thing on. Well done, I believe we're finished with this job. What happens now is out of our hands. We did a professional job, and that's important in our business. Try not to worry about what happens next. Can I help you? Are you looking for forgiveness? I don't know. I have to do something. I can't live with the things I've done. You have to turn yourself in. Whatever you've done, you cannot evade the consequences. You will never be able to live with yourself until you face up to your past. I want to go back. I want to forgive her. I want her to forgive me. God will forgive you, no matter what you have done, if you ask Him to. But you must answer for your crimes in the eyes of the law. There is no other way. It is time, Edward. You have done the right thing, even though this world will not forgive you for it. You will be with God soon, and He will have the final judgment on you. Alright then, let's get a move on. We don't have all day. Does he get any final words or anything? Or we're just gonna pull the switch? No final words, no nothing? Nope, he gets nothing. Why is this guy wearing a hood? Shouldn't the Commissioner Gordon there be wearing a hood? Edward Romsey, you have been found guilty of 2 counts of murder in the 1st degree. The penalty is death. Do you have anything to say? Oh, he does get some final words here. Susan, I'm sorry. Well, that's going to be it for this episode, guys. That's the first chapter. The second chapter is quite a bit bigger. I'm going to have to split it into 2 episodes. If you enjoyed it, please leave me a like and subscribe to see more in the future. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.